let's talk about random number generation. I'm gonna generate these numbers and print out a lot of time, so I might as well start with the for loop so I can print out tons at a time. So for int I equals 0, I is less than, I'll print out 100 at a time, so I is less than 101, I plus plus, then we'll start our curly braces there. Alright, and here's where we actually do the randomization. Int r equals, we're calling our random variable r, int math.random times, let's say I want to be between 0 and 9, I'll do 10. So it will never get to the value 10, it will be 0 minimum and 10 maximum. And then I want to print this so I can see what it's see what number it generated. So it'll print one thing per line because it's a print line. You can see my min value here is 0, my maximum is 9. I'm not seeing any values in here that break that rule. You can also change the values that you want to go to a little bit. We can add 1 to it at the end, so it won't print 0, it'll start out at 1. And then the maximum value will be 10, because the number that you multiply by minus the number that you add by plus 1 is the range of it. So it'll be between 1 and 10. These numbers are between 1 and 10. Alright. So let's say we want to generate something that's not an integer. Say we need to generate a double for some reason. We'll go ahead and do this. We'll start another for loop. So for int I equals 0, I is less than 101, we'll print out 100 of these, I plus plus. Start this for loop. Let's say we need a random double is what I said, I think. So double t, we'll call it t, equals new random dot next double. And then we'll go ahead and print out t. I'm going to get rid of this code right here because we aren't using it. So this will print out a random number between 0 and 100, except there will be doubles. Or, I'm sorry. It's printing out just between 0 and 1. But say we want the double between 0 and 10, we would just multiply this by 1. Or, I'm sorry, by 10. So if we multiply by 10, we'll get a random number between, or large random decimal. And here it is. These are the numbers that we asked for. It's between 0. None of these generated 0.00000 all the way to the end, but it can. And I'm not seeing anything made up to 10. The highest this can get is 9.9999999, and as many 9s as there are. If you're having trouble running your program, one error that you may be having is you did not import java.util.star. This star could be replaced by a number of things, but I just put a star there. The star means it'll import anything that could be here, like a scanner. It'll import a scanner, but the scanner wasn't what I wanted to import. Maybe it was math. I actually can't remember offhand. Math didn't do it. Pretty much any program I write, I'll automatically import java.util.star at the top of it. You do it outside of your class, and that covers tons of things that I use. Let's go back to our random numbers. Say we wanted between a certain value. Say we want a minimum of 10, so we'll add 10 to it at the end. So this will be between 10 and 20. Could be 10, and it will be up to 19.99999, not 20. And you can just play around with this until you get the hang of it, figure out what you need to do to generate certain numbers. You can multiply them by a negative number at the end if you want. So this will give me a bunch of negatives. Alright, hope you enjoyed the video. Hope this helps you generate some random numbers, and keep watching.